Queen Victoria, iconic ruler and ruler of Great Britain for over 60 years. As one of the most influential figures in history, Queen Victoria left a strong legacy, but along with her greatness and power came challenging questions and puzzles, which attracts the attention of historians, researchers, and history buffs. From her mysterious personal life to controversial political decisions, the mysteries surrounding Queen Victoria continue to be talked about and become the subject of interesting discussion, inviting us to reflect on the figure who wielded supreme power in England at her time. Who really is Queen Victoria? What's going on behind the scenes of his power? In an effort to uncover the truth behind the royal veil, we explore the mysteries surrounding this iconic figure, piece together the pieces of information and evidence available, and try to understand the identity of a queen who keeps so many secrets. Born with the full name Alexandrina Victoria, was born on May 24, 1819 at Kensington Palace, London, England. She was the only child of Edward, 4th Duke of Kent, and Princess Victoria of Saxe-Coburg-Saalfeld. Her father was the son of King George III and younger brother of King George IV and King William IV. Victoria's family background is connected to the influential European royal families. At the age of 8 months, her grandfather, King George III, died and was succeeded by King George IV, her father's brother. However, George IV had no direct children, and on his death in 1830, he was succeeded by Victoria's brother, King William IV. William IV also had no long-lasting direct descendants, and at his death in 1837, the throne of Great Britain passed to Victoria, who was only 18 years old. As a member of the royal family, Victoria was brought up in a strict and orderly environment. Her father died when Victoria was very young, leaving her mother the dominant person in Victoria's life and education. Victorian education is primarily based on strong discipline and broad learning. He studied history, literature, art, and natural science. When Victoria came to the throne at the age of 18, Great Britain was going through various social and political changes. The era of his reign, known as the Victorian era, encompasses a period marked by the Industrial Revolution, the development of capitalism, and the expansion of the British Empire. During her long reign, the United Kingdom became the dominant world power politically, economically and militarily. Then, in 1840, Victoria married Prince Albert of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha. Queen Victoria's personal relationship with her husband, Prince Albert, has generated mystery and speculation along with her non-disclosure about her private life. Despite overwhelming evidence that they share a close and loving relationship, there are some questions that remain unanswered. In general, it is thought that Victoria and Albert had a happy marriage. They married on February 10, 1840 and had 9 children together. There are reports that they are highly dependent on each other, support each other, and share the same interests. Albert became Victoria's intellectual partner and he was also instrumental in helping change the image of the monarchy, providing stability and promoting social change. However, there are certain aspects of their relationship that fuel speculation and mystery. One of them is the possibility of a secret relationship or affair going on. Some theories and rumors suggest that Victoria had close relationships with several men, including John Brown, a Scottish butler. However, there is no solid evidence to support these claims. Prince Albert's death in 1861 from typhoid fever deeply affected Queen Victoria emotionally. Albert was Victoria's true love, and losing him was a very big blow to her. Queen Victoria fell into deep mourning and underwent a long period of mourning. He decided to live his life in greater privacy, wearing black as a sign of grief for the rest of his life. After Albert's death, Queen Victoria built monuments and memorials in his honor, including the construction of Albert Palace in Windsor and the Albert Memorial in London. The nature of their relationship and the emotional effect Albert's death had on Queen Victoria remains a subject of debate. Some argue that she never fully recovered from the loss of her husband and endured prolonged grief, while others argue that she was able to carry on with governmental duties while remaining in control. Although there is mystery and speculation surrounding Queen Victoria's personal relationship with Prince Albert, the available evidence gives a strong indication that they shared a deep bond and loved one another. Their closeness affected Albert's role and influence in government, and Albert's death brought great grief to Queen Victoria. However, The private aspects of their relationship that were not fully disclosed are still a source of interest and speculation. After Prince Albert's death in 1861, Queen Victoria experienced deep grief and felt isolated. In her time of grief, a Scottish valet named John Brown played a significant role in Queen Victoria's life and reign. Their relationship has given rise to mystery and speculation surrounding his nature and the extent of Brown's influence over Queen Victoria's political decisions and government. John Brown initially became Prince Albert's valet in 1849, and after Albert's death, he continued to serve Queen Victoria with great dedication. He became her close friend and loyal companion. Brown was known for his genuine and courageous demeanor, and he quickly won Queen Victoria's trust. The relationship between Queen Victoria and John Brown has been debated since their lifetime. There is speculation that their relationship went beyond the bounds of obedience and servant-king friendship. Some theories suggest that they had a secret romantic or even conjugal relationship. However, there is no clear or conclusive evidence to support these claims, and some historians are skeptical of romantic interpretations of their relationship. Although the nature of their relationship is still debated, John Brown's influence on Queen Victoria in political and governmental decisions seems to be real. Brown had unusual access to Queen Victoria and was an important advisor to her. He assists the Queen in selecting government staff, organizing political meetings, and advising on government affairs. Brown is also said to have influenced Queen Victoria's attitude on political issues, including her support for the Scottish independence movement. Brown's influence in Queen Victoria's politics and government was not well received by some members of government and royal circles. They considered their relationship inappropriate and criticized Brown's interference in state affairs. However, Queen Victoria continued to maintain her trust and dependence on Brown, even after the harsh criticism. After Queen Victoria's death in 1901, the British royal family attempted to obscure records and letters relating to the Queen's relationship with John Brown. Several documents were destroyed or hidden, leaving gaps in our understanding of the nature of their relationship and Brown's deeper influence. There have been speculations and theories about Queen Victoria's mental health throughout her life. Some historians and experts suggest that she suffered from mental disorders such as depression or bipolar disorder. However, it is important to remember that such a retrospective diagnosis is difficult to make with certainty because of the limited evidence and our knowledge of mental health conditions at the time. Queen Victoria experienced periods of deep grief following the death of her husband, Prince Albert, in 1861. She underwent a lengthy period of mourning and chose to isolate herself in greater privacy. Wearing black clothes and prolonged sadness indicate that there is a possibility of significant depression. In addition, Queen Victoria also experienced difficult times during several important periods in British history. For example, she felt threatened by assassination attempts by several individuals in the 1840s and 1880s. This can cause significant levels of anxiety and trauma. In terms of her influence on leadership and political decisions, Queen Victoria's mental state can have a mixed effect. There is an argument that depression or bipolar disorder can affect a person's ability to make rational and stable decisions. If Queen Victoria suffered from a mental disorder, this may have affected her assertiveness in leading and making political decisions. However, there are also opinions that argue that Queen Victoria's mental state did not significantly affect her leadership qualities. She is still able to maintain her role and authority as leader, and her decisions do not appear to be greatly influenced by any mental disorder she may have. It should be noted that during her long reign, Queen Victoria successfully assumed governmental duties, engaged in political affairs, and exercised her responsibilities as head of state. She remained in control and made a significant contribution to the formation and social change in Great Britain at that time. However, due to a lack of conclusive evidence about Queen Victoria's mental health, it is difficult to make an accurate assessment of the extent to which the condition affected her leadership and political decisions. A person's mental health is a complex issue and is often difficult to fully understand, especially given the limited information available in the context of Queen Victoria's history. So friends, Queen Victoria, the iconic ruler of Great Britain, left a legacy rich in mystery and speculation. Her personal relationships, mental health, the death of Prince Albert, and her political role are all subjects of debate. Although there are still some unsolved mysteries, her role and influence in politics and leadership remains an important part of British history. Queen Victoria was the symbol of a powerful monarchy and had close influential advisors. While we may not be privy to all the secrets behind her life, her legacy and influence on her country continues to inspire and interest us today. I hope this discussion adds to your knowledge about Queen Victoria. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.